Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Tarot Tea Time. How is everybody doing? How did everybody end their week? I want to hear everything. I'm so excited to be doing this live with you guys. It was super busy over on my end, and I can't tell you how happy I am now to be here, ready to spill the tea with you guys and have some fun. So we have a few things to get into today. There was a lot going on in the Taylor verse this week, so we're going to talk about some of that stuff, pull some cards, and then of course, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, let me know. Make those requests. Okay. Hi, Sage Moon. Oh my gosh. Hi, Penny, Sage Moon, the voices of Davis. Hi, guys. I saw that I was trying to upload my presentation thing that I made with all the images, and it wasn't, like, happening, and then I saw you guys, like, commenting, and I was like, "Can people see me just in here trying to upload?" Anyway, that was funny. Mercury's about to go retrograde on December 13th, so, things like that could be happening, but I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up our little presentation situation with our headlines for the week. And I'm going to get into it. So let me know as we go. Of course, would love your thoughts and then any recommendations, questions, whatever. You guys know how we do it. Okay. So, first story that we're going to be seeing what the Tarot T has to say about the Hollywood Reporter. So, this article came out today, and basically, Taylor Swift's publicist slammed Deux Moi publicly over posts claiming that Taylor Swift and ex Joe Alwyn were married. Now, these posts were made a while back, and Payn, Taylor's power publicist, is the one that, tweeted this out on X, and people are talking about it because even this article says that it's a rare post because typically Taylor and Tree don't address a lot of rumors, right? A lot of these things, they just kind of let it slide. So that's one of the reasons why I want us to see what the Tarot T has to say about it because, like, why this conversation? Why was this something that they wanted to address, right? Hi, Liz. How's it going? How are you? Oh, so happy to see all of you guys here. Y'all are the best. So, okay, what did y'all think about this, by the way? Did you guys see this? I feel like it was everywhere. Would love to know your thoughts. Here is the actual tweet that Tree Payn put out. Enough is enough. I mean, this is intense. Enough is enough with these fabricated lies about Taylor from Deux Moi. There was never a marriage or ceremony of any kind. This is an insane thing to post. It's time for you to be held accountable for the pain and trauma you cause with posts like these. Wow, right? I mean, that's a statement. She's definitely let her feelings be known. Hi, Babaloo. How's it going? Penny says she's doing good. Hope we're doing well. Excited for this live. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to hang out with you guys. This is the best way to end a week. I love this. This is the best. Okay. So excited. So yeah, so that was the tweet. And then I was thinking, like, what do we know about Tree Payn, right? Like, I tried to find her zodiac sign. If any of you guys can find that information or already have it, I know y'all are like the best investigators. Please let us know here in the chat because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find her birthday. I couldn't find her zodiac sign. And I was just thinking, like, wow, maybe Tree Payn is a Scorpio. It would make sense that she helps, she's a power player. It would also make sense that a Scorpio would be able to hide their information online. I mean, I thought that was really interesting. So she's kind of mysterious, in my opinion. Liz says, I've been a Swiftie even before Tree was her publicist. Okay, go, Liz. I was shocked she even said anything, but I'm glad that she did. Okay, Liz, cool. Good. Happy to be with you all. We're happy to have you here, Babaloo. So, okay, Liz, that was interesting. So, as a Swiftie, you are glad that she finally said something. Penny says, sounds like a threat. Yes. And Penny, you of all people with your Scorpio moon can sense a threat. Same here. I agree with you. All right. So here's just a little bit more of the information, basically a little more backstory about what the claim that Deux Moi made exactly was. So here's the info. The site posted on its Instagram story earlier Thursday, a strongly worded post that insisted Taylor Swift had gotten married, seemingly to ex Joe Alwyn in a UK ceremony in either 2020 or 2021. Okay, this is Deux Moi did put out a pretty definitive statement. Deux Moi said she did have a ceremony in either 2020 or 2021 in the UK, and it was described to me as a marriage by more than one person. It was never made legal. Yeah, these are major claims. Deux Moi wrote on Instagram over a post from a user speculating about Swift's relationships. Okay, oh my gosh. Deux Moi said, I will die on this hill. Well, you just might, because Penny and I think this is a threat. Put it on my tombstone. What? Why is Deux Moi doing this? I have no reason to lie. I could give an S about what she does. I'm sorry she didn't tell you guys about it in a song, but just because she doesn't sing about something doesn't mean it didn't happen. Okay, so she seems very salty. Now, I think we should go ahead and pull some cards to see why Deux Moi is so salty about this. Why did she come out of the gate going so hard? Now, another thing to note, you guys, remember when Pia had that whole situation where Travis's publicist, I don't even know if they still work together. I think even if they do work together still, she's very quiet now, right? Like I haven't heard anything about her. But Pia with the whole clown debacle emoji over Taylor, oh my gosh, we know all about that, right? Well, rumors were swirling at that time that Deux Moi was friends with Pia and that Deux Moi was somehow trying to like maneuver, helping Pia. So I just think it's a little interesting that Deux Moi has had a little bit of, of an issue in the past with Taylor's camp. There have been rumors swirling. And then now this very intense post about how she'll die on that hill. So let's see what the tarot T has to say. I wonder if Deux Moi has some beef with Taylor or her team. I mean, Deux Moi is a real person, even though we don't know her identity. I mean, maybe she's had some run-ins. Hi, Pink Princess. How's it going? Stageman, excited for our tea talk. Oh, me too. Liz. Okay, here we go. Liz has more info for us. Deux Moi is also spreading rumors about her and Travis being engaged. So I think she's trying to take down Deux Moi before it gets any worse. Okay. Okay, I could see that. Okay. All right. Interesting. Thank you, Liz. Ooh, Liz says, my sources tell me that Tree Payn is a Virgo. I could be wrong. Oh my God. That would make sense. That would make sense. I'm a Virgo as well, at Virgo sun, and we do not like it when people are spreading rumors and lies. Virgo's all about like truth. And yeah, it takes a lot to get a Virgo mad, but when we get mad, yeah, we'll say something. So I could see that. Also, Virgos kind of like to be behind the scenes. So I could see her being good at like being behind the scenes and like helping Taylor be in the spotlight. Pink Princess says she actually really likes Taylor and is very happy for her and Travis. Interesting. Then I wonder why she was saying all that. It's also possible that Deux Moi is getting bad information. Maybe her source has something against Taylor. I don't know. Let's just see what the cards have to say about this situation. Because this is it's just different. It's interesting. It's kind of strange. Let's see. Sage Moon. Oh, wow. That would be some real tea. Yeah, it would. Okay. So first let's get a card for why Deux Moi posted that she would die on that hill. Basically just came out of the gate insisting, even after Tree said something to her, she didn't back down. She really stuck by this claim and these sources. So what is Deux Moi's motivation in standing by this claim? It's not making sense to us. So let's see what the tarot T truth allegedly is. We don't want to wind up on the receiving end of Tree. I would not wish that on anyone. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. They're starting to jump a little bit. Here we go. The Fool in reverse. Okay. This is okay. This is fear of a new beginning. So Deux Moi stuck by her guns when it comes to, saying like, no, no, no. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what you heard. My sources tell me this. I have it on good authority. I will die on this hill, all that. Fool in reverse. The reason that she stuck by this, it's not necessarily that she believes it. Again, allegedly, this is just the tarot T truth, okay? But according to the tarot, it's because she was afraid of a new beginning of some sort. a new beginning that wasn't favorable, like being seen in a new light by people, um, having any sort of change, because the Fool's all about, like, a positive new beginning. In reverse, it's like resistance to that or fearing that a new beginning would be negative. So, I just think that Dumois wants to, like, hold her place as a source of celebrity gossip, and was afraid that if she admitted it, that she might lose, status, like, her reputation would be ruined, and the people wouldn't continue to follow her. So, this was like a high stakes thing for Dumois. Okay. Did Dumois really think that this was true? Was it Dumois' source? Let's just see what kind of story we can get that comes through about all of this. There's so many energies going on here. So I'm really going to try to like tap in and see. Okay, let's see. Pink Princess says, I think it was more trying to defend herself. I could wait, Pink Princess. Yes, your intuition is spot on. Exactly. About not wanting a new beginning, trying to defend her territory and current position. 100% Pink Princess. I agree. Sage Moon says, oh, wow, that would be, oh, yeah, okay. Catching up here. Pink Princess, I listen to her podcast all the time, and she has never said anything bad about her. Okay, that's good. I like her podcast too. Beth says, I just wanted to say hi. Hi, Beth. Hope you're doing well. I'm at a concert and saw the notice. Beth, oh my gosh, Beth, we love you so much. That is so sweet. Oh, Beth, well, you have an amazing time at your concert. We're giving you a big hug, and I hope you just have the best time ever. Thank you for saying hi to us. You're so sweet. Aw, Beth, you're a real one. Oh, wait. Okay. One just kind of fell down just out of nowhere while I was chatting with Beth. So I feel like Beth's energy helped to move the card. We know Beth is intuitive. The world. Okay. The world card came through also. So this is like things changing in this instance. Wow, I really do feel like I agree with you, Pink Princess, that this is about fear of a new beginning and really not wanting things to change. So I just think that Dumois is trying to like defend herself, stand her ground. Okay. All right, cool. So that makes sense. But let's see about the truth, the alleged truth of this rumor. How did this rumor even start? Like, because we still don't quite understand. Because I don't think that Tree would come out of the gate saying that if it wasn't true, only because I think that Tree really wants to keep Taylor's reputation clean. Reputation. And I just think that if it were true that they had some sort of ceremony, Tree wouldn't say things like that. I think it would just be quiet, like they're quiet about most things. So, where did this rumor come from? Why did Dumois think that this was true? 'Cause I'm kind of getting from those cards like she was just doing her job and trying to maintain her position. I don't think it was malicious or anything like that. I think that she believed it was true. Okay. What's with these rumors then? Why would someone start a rumor about that? Eight of Pentacles, something about work. Okay. So this is someone, all right, the tarot T truth here. Someone that Taylor works with, allegedly, or someone who knows her professionally. Okay, I just got goosebumps, confirmation. Okay, so I think the reason that Dumois thought that this was a legitimate claim is because this was from the source was someone that knows Taylor through work. So someone who's actually met Taylor, someone who's worked with her. Oh my gosh. Those colleagues are getting crazy. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Pink Princess, the statement from D was actually from months ago from Dumois. Okay. This past week, they were talking about the Vault song release. So she was trying to give a timeline. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Pink Princess. That article made it seem like it was more recent. The Voices of Davis. I was at a concert in Nashville during last week's live. No way. Oh my gosh. We've got some good musical energy and good vibes coming through here. Well, thanks for coming on, Voices of Davis, even though you were at a concert. That is awesome. Aw, y'all are awesome. Okay, so someone Taylor works with, let's get more information about this person's motivation. Why would someone be motivated to start this rumor about Taylor, someone that Taylor works with? guys, you when the tarot tea just comes right out and says it, oh my gosh, I will never get over this when the cards are just so 5 of swords. Some like a literal like snake in the grass. There's someone that Taylor has worked with in the past who is like a 5 of swords. This 5 of swords, I mean, this is 5 of swords and 7 of swords are like the worst to me. Like, I do not like those cards. It's always someone being sneaky. It's always someone with a bad intention. So this is someone professionally, okay, someone that Taylor has a professional rivalry with that wants to take her down or at least cause problems for her public image, cause problems like with just, yeah, just wants to kind of mess with her. 5 of swords. This is someone who's trying to backstab Taylor. Oh my gosh, I wish we could like, I wish the cards like said names so we could say, like, who is this person? I'm in Kansas City. I'll just like drive over there, be like, let them know. Hey guys, this is who it is. Just kidding. Okay, let's see. Pink Princess. People are saying there is an engagement soon and she doesn't want anything overshadowing that from the past. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. If that's true, Pink Princess, I'll be so excited and so happy. But that makes sense, right? If you're in love with someone and that's not true, that rumor wasn't true, you wouldn't want, yeah, you wouldn't want that to be out there. It's like you're just kind of defending yourself, defending, and Tree's defending Taylor. Okay, Liz says, ever since Jack revealed You're Losing Me was released in 2021, it's been chaos. Liz, so true. So true. Thank you for pointing that out. That is such a good point. Sage Moon sounds like grudge energy. Totally. Because like Sage Moon, I totally agree with you about that because 5 of swords, it's like, what can a 5 of swords really do to someone? This isn't 3 of swords, an ending or a heartbreak. It isn't 10 of swords actually changing something and like, ending something for someone. This is more of just like trying to backstab somebody and like do little like gossipy things and like just trying to like hurt someone just for the sake of it because of, yeah, I could see it being a grudge. Could it be Katy Perry? Could it be, I mean, there are people that we know about. So I'm glad that Tree said something, but I also hope that now that she's said something, that she also continues to like fly above it and enjoy this time of her life. But I can't even imagine how annoying that would be. Just people like gossiping about you and saying things that aren't true all the time. It'd be like, that would get very annoying, especially when you're so happy. Penny D says, sounds like she was given bad info. 100%. Penny, 100%. Thank you for pointing that out because I think that with Deux Moi, it's like, I think that Deux Moi obviously can like only vet her sources so far, right? It's like she wasn't their first person for this stuff. So she's relying on her sources, to some degree telling the truth, right? And if it's someone that she knows Taylor worked with, obviously Deux Moi is going to be like, well, this person knows Taylor. If Deux Moi doesn't know that this person has a grudge or is like trying to backstab her, yeah, we could see how this could play out, right? So I think that it'll blow over. Let's see what the outcome will be of all this. I think it'll blow over. Hopefully there won't be legal action, but we don't know. So let's see. Oh gosh, what if she was teeing it up for legal action? Because Tree Payn saying like there's trauma makes me think like, could Tree be wanting to like sue Deux Moi, something for like slander or whatever, like, right? I wish we had lawyer Mogan here right now. He's downstairs watching his game. Oh, okay. We're getting a little. The Hierophant in reverse. This is the teacher in reverse. So this is not learning a lesson. Let's keep going. Is Tree potentially going to take legal action? Like Penny said, it seems like a threat. Is Tree going to take some sort of legal action or concrete action against Deux Moi? Allegedly. Tarot T Truth. The tarot. Okay. All right. King of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. So King of Swords in the upright would be yes, legal action. Now, I think it's weird that we got the King of Swords at all when asking about a legal situation. This is my lawyer card. What the heck, you guys? But in reverse, it makes me feel like this is something that they're exploring. This is definitely like Deux Moi may receive like a strongly worded letter, like from an attorney putting her on notice. But in the reverse, I believe this shows that nothing will really come of it. However, there is some sort of conversation going on legally with them trying to figure out, like, how can we prevent these rumors? Is there something we can do? But sending, sometimes sending a letter from a lawyer can do a lot to, make somebody back off. So I do feel like there is some sort of legal action being taken, but I don't think that it's going to have like a major effect on Dumois. I just think it's kind of Hierophant in reverse, trying to teach like a lesson, because it's like feeling like Tree's feeling like Dumois not learning this lesson, so I need to take further action legally. I'm not really gonna sue or like really gonna do anything with it, but I am gonna put out like something that's gonna hopefully scare Dumois into like stop talking about it. Oh my god, what the heck, you guys? Dang, that's intense. That's a lot. I need a little sip of my drink to kind of rebalance after that. That was intense energy. There is a lot of frustration, I will say, about this situation, a lot of frustration. And I think that part of maybe allegedly for entertainment purposes only, putting out some sort of threat in the form of a letter or something more formal would help to shut down this source as well, because Dumois would then feel like, okay, well, if they're being so honest that they would actually go to a lawyer and like not be afraid to like really, pursue this in the light of day, then Taylor and Tree must be telling the truth and I can't trust this source. So that also could be part of like it's all about like the tactics, right? It's all about all these moving parts, maneuvering behind the scenes. I mean, wow. You would have to have like such a good team in that industry. Oh my gosh. The Voices of Davis says so maybe Kanye. You know? You never know. I feel like Voice of Davis, I feel like this is someone that like I feel like it's someone that actually like Taylor doesn't know is like an enemy, like a veiled, like 5 of Swords vibe, because I feel like Kanye, that's like such a good guess, but from the cards, I'm just getting this energy that it's someone that like no one would realize. You know what I mean? Which is why Dumois was also so convinced. Because it's like, "Oh, well, this is someone that works with Taylor. They know Taylor. They're friends with Taylor." You know what I mean? It's more of that, which makes it even worse, I think. Oh my gosh. Okay. Liz Scooter Braun, methinks. These are all of Taylor's, like, yeah, the enemy list. Sage Moon, Liz, LOLOL. I read your comment in my head like Scooby Doo for some reason. That's funny, you guys. Penny, yeah, that is what I think. Okay. And honestly, guys, even if it isn't, okay, let's say Kanye or Scooter didn't directly say something to Dumois. Now that I think about it, I mean, they have people, right? So it could be someone. I mean, you can go down this rabbit hole forever, right? It could be someone that Taylor doesn't know is associated with them. Could be sending in like decoys and spies. It's wild. Sage Moon definitely sounds like a veiled threat. Totally does. Penny, legal action. Yes. Tarot T be like bullseye. Love it. That's hilarious. You guys are so funny. Sage Moon, a Trojan horse slash frenemy. Well said, Sage Moon, a Trojan horse. I love that. A Trojan horse. Yes. That's an epic way to put it. Okay. So I feel like we have clarity about that one. Don't you guys? I think we can move on to the next one. But all I can say though is there's still a lot there that I feel like is going to keep going on behind the scenes. Wait, what was that bottom of the deck death card? I didn't even mean to just like flash that. Oh my god, you guys. They are trying, okay. They're trying to end some, okay, Dumois, here we go. I feel like Taylor and Tree are trying to end some sort of cycle with Dumois and other like tabloids. So we may hear more about this. There may be more legal action or whatever. So we'll all be listening to see what goes on. Okay. Let's see. All right. This is just more about Taylor. Let's see. Okay. So next up, Taylor Swift has been staying at Travis Kelce's Kansas City home for a few weeks. So sources are saying that she will actually be here in Kansas City in his beautiful new home for the majority of her break from tour. So, according to this article in Life and Style, this stay is twofold, helping Travis set everything up, holiday decorating too, but more importantly, to see how they gel living under the same roof. The source adds. However, the insider also notes that Taylor and Travis aren't at all concerned about butting heads. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. So cute. So they know they get along well and they're really just enjoying this, having fun being together and finally getting time to like be in a very private area. So I I made Lawyer Moog drive me by guys, drive me by the development because you can't go in where they live. You can't even go in. There's like armed guards and stuff, which I think is really good for both of them, right? With their level of celebrity. They'll have a lot more privacy now. But the area like around there, it's so pretty, but it's also very like it's like a big small town. So here's my 2 cents, just being here and, like, living in this area and having seen where they're gonna be spending time. Anybody who said this was like a PR relationship or whatever, I hope that this has finally, like, solidified in your mind that they really do have strong feelings for each other, because I'm telling you, there's not a lot to do around that area of town. Like, Kansas City is the biggest small town around, but it's very cute, it's very hallmarky, it's, like, great for families, so I just feel like if they are really, like, spending time in that house, I just think it's very serious. Anyway, that's my 2 cents, but let's see what the tarot tea has to say. Sage Moon says, "Mess, mess is afoot." Oh my god. Yes, mess is afoot, Penny G, LOL. Sage Moon, you were cracking me up, oh my god. Mess is afoot. Oh, man, you guys. Okay. So I just want to pull a couple cards for this. I think they're doing great. This is more of just snooping into the cuteness. So Taylor and Travis, how is their whole, break going to go? What kind of things will they be doing? Let's just get some insight here to describe the time they're spending together. And for this, I'm only going to take upright cards just because I want to get like straightforward energy here. The voices of Davis, I'm rooting for them, and my parents are Raiders fans. Rooting for them. Heck yes. All right. The Emperor. Ooh, okay. So I love this. This is Travis. Travis is feeling like the Emperor. I really like this for this energy because the Emperor is about somebody that really has their own kingdom. This is a very strong person. This is giving Earth sign energy, even though he is a Libra. But Earth sign energy is all about maturity, growth, stability. So I would say that at this phase in his life and in their relationship, this Emperor energy coming through for Travis really indicates that he is feeling good about like himself and what he has to offer. So okay, a little more insight into the whole situation. Travis's old house was a very nice home. Like it was very nice, but it was much, much, much more modest, right? Like so much more modest. Um, and just the area where he lived, it was all just much more modest. And so I feel like, and no judgment, whatever. But I just feel like if you were dating Taylor Swift and she had all these homes, you might not feel like an emperor if you didn't feel like you had like a really nice home to welcome her home to and like entertain and like host her at your house. I just feel like he is feeling like things have come full circle. He's feeling really confident and good about himself. And I think that's great. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Let's see what else. Babalu says, "Me too. I want them riding bicycles together." Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. Babalu, that would be so dang cute. Oh, another thing, you know how like the tabloids were saying that Travis was buying ice cream for Taylor at Trader Joe's? I was like, "What? He was at Trader Joe's?" There are like maybe 2 Trader Joe's here in Kansas City. Like I'm telling you guys, this is the biggest small town ever. Like so many people know each other. And I was like, "Wait, that's my Trader Joe's." Can you imagine running into, like, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce at Trader Joe's? I would be like, "Oh my god." I would not say a word to them. I would just be like I would be so I'd be like, "Holy crap." Anyway, I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. Alright, so Emperor card. Love that. How is Taylor feeling? How is Taylor feeling? Because she's already been here and then she went to go see Beyonce, which I love that she's still having her own life. Like, that's such a positive sign. You know what I mean? Such a positive sign. She's not losing herself. She's actually just like really, in love, in my opinion, and feeling confident enough to leave and come back and do her thing still. I think that's so positive and healthy. So, how's she feeling? Four of Swords. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. She feels like she finally has a place to rest and heal and like be herself. Um, I love this. I love this so much. You guys, I totally hate to do this, but I can hear my dog in there. Like, I think she has like a bag or something. I don't know. I got to make sure that she's okay. I can just hear her with something. So sorry, you guys. Just give me like 1 second. I should to check on my dog. The beauty of live. Okay. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Oh, I just ran downstairs. Yeah, Dolly, little update from the house. Dolly got into the trash and I could hear her. She was wrestling with plastic bags and I was like, not on my watch. I don't want her like, getting stuck in a plastic bag or something. Anyway, we'll clean up the trash later, but she's downstairs with my husband now. Okay. Okay. Where were we? All right. So Taylor, thanks for being patient, you guys. I love y'all. Um, for Taylor, she finally feels like this Four of Swords energy, like she can heal and she has like a safe place. So with someone like Taylor, right, who's always in the public eye, she has paparazzi, she has people just talking about her, taking photos of her. It's like her life is so hectic and chaotic, right? Babalu, naughty puppy. She can be a very, very naughty puppy. Very naughty. Like, God. Going through the whole trash, like, she's too smart too. She knows how to like open drawers. Anyway. So the Four of Swords of she's like, I love this energy for her because of her lifestyle and who she is as a person. I think that for Taylor, it can probably be really hard to feel like you have a safe place, like you have people that you can trust and people that you can really be at home with. And I think that finally here in this home with Travis, she feels like she has a safe place to rest, recover from her tour, recover from the demands of the world. And this is all about just like healing. I just got goosebumps. And four, the number four as well, is all about stability. So this is returning to a sense of stability and peace. Oh my gosh. So she's really finding her peace here. That is beautiful. And that is what I feel like that's what love is about in many ways, right? It's like finally feeling like you have a place and a person to be at home with. And that's like what makes you feel loved and safe. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Penny D. I'm curious if she's going to be in Green Bay this weekend. Ooh, I am too. Let's see. Will Taylor be in Green Bay this weekend? Let's see if we can get the tea. Chiefs play Packers this weekend. Oh, Wait, oh, Green Bay Packers. Okay, yeah, thank you. I, like, thought I got it, then I thought I got it wrong. Let's see. Will Taylor be in Green Bay this weekend? I might have to take a drive, LOL. Oh, do it, Penny. Penny, go and then report back. Tell us if you see her. Penny reporting live. Oh, okay, that one flew. So here we go. Wheel of Fortune. That's an interesting one to come out. Let's get a clarifier. Will Taylor be going to the game this weekend? Six of Pentacles, bringing gifts. Interesting. This is really weird. So this bringing gifts with the Wheel of Fortune, this could either be this could be a change to where she may be staying home. Hold on, let's get another one. But if she does stay home, it's because she's like doing things for the house, which is actually very cute. Let's get one more clarifier. Penny, you have season tickets? Oh my God, that is so cool. Penny, that is so cool. Oh my God. How fun. Knight of Cups. Okay, you guys, I'm getting like inconclusive because maybe she hasn't decided yet. Maybe she hasn't decided yet. Because if she had decided, I feel like we'd be picking up on a definite answer. But we have Wheel of Fortune, which is like change. Things could be still changing. I feel like things are kind of in flux. Six of Pentacles, bringing gifts to people. And then the Knight of Cups is like bringing your cup of love. So this is really more talking about like their emotions and like kind of what they're up to. So I don't know. I feel like the energy is still shifting. And I do think that could possibly be because like they're so busy that it's possible that, yeah, that maybe she hasn't decided whether she wants to just rest at home, continue that Four of Swords energy, or if she wants to go. And I think that he is more like whatever you want to do because he's that Knight of Cups. So it's really up to her, I think, completely. Penny says, I just don't like being super cold, but the bars are fun if I don't go. Yeah, Penny, I bet you have to like layer up, huh? Like wear like you have to do like multiple coats there. That's good. The bars are fun. Do they have any cool like Christmas bars? I like love a good like Christmas pop-up bar. Those are really fun. You get like specialty drinks. Do you have any bars that you recommend, Penny? Also, if anybody is in the area or if anybody goes to the game. Sage Moon, that's dope, Penny. I hope it's super lit. Penny, you would love it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so let's get like a couple more to see about how they feel, and then we'll move on to the next topic, which I think is pretty interesting. So Taylor and Travis spending time together. Hi, Nigel. Oh my gosh, Nigel's here. Good to see you. Nigel, how are you doing? How was your week? And Nigel, is it Saturday where you live? I always forget. 'Cause I know you're in like a different time zone. Okay. Okay, we got two more that came out for this little storyline about Taylor and Travis spending time together and what it's like. So we have the Hanged Man. Okay, remember how with the last one, I was saying like I don't know if she's going yet because she hasn't really decided. I feel like this is kind of finishing out that story, the Hanged Man. Yeah, she hasn't really decided. I think she's having a lot of fun and she's healing and resting and recovering. And she's like, oh, actually, I could kind of get used to this too. Just like being here in our cozy home. And then Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. What? It's like I almost dropped that. I want to say it's because there was a lot of energy there, though. Nine of Pentacles is really feeling like you are fulfilled. You're taking care of yourself. So again, I just want to say if Taylor decides, I don't think she's decided yet, but if she does decide not to go to the game this weekend, it's not going to be because of anything like negative. People will, of course, say, oh, why did she not go? Are they having trouble in paradise already after spending time together or whatever? The only reason she wouldn't go would be because she is just like having such a nice time there. And Nine of Pentacles, this is taking care of yourself, being self sufficient. This is feeling like Like, it's like, I wanna decorate the house. I wanna, you know, go online and see, like, what light fixture we could, like, put in here, and I wanna get, like, new stuff for the guest room, and it's, like, 9 of pentacles. It's just, like, really feeling like you are happy creating your own life. So, I think that's so beautiful, and I love these cards. Oh, I love it. So cute. So, so cute. Okay, let's see. Yep, it's Saturday here in Malaysia. All right, Nigel, very cool. Ooh, Amy Denton coming through with an interesting request. Hi, Amy. Amy says, "Can you ask about Henry Cavill and his secret lover versus his current girlfriend? I just want to see. I just want to see what she gets. He he. Oh God. Okay. Well, it says, ooh, do spill. Is she nesting? But for like living together, yes, Sage Moon, she's nesting. She's totally in nesting mode. 100%. 100% Sage Moon. Hi, Jaded Kate. How's it going? Okay, so let's see. Henry Cavill's secret lover. I haven't heard anything about that. Isn't he married? Let's just see it. Let's pull it up real fast. Henry Cavill. Hmm. Is this a rumor that you guys have heard? Because I have not heard this. No, he's still in a relationship with Natalie Viscuso. So I don't think, yeah, as of June 29th. Yeah, so I don't think so. I think that the mystery around it was that she was, like, hidden for a while, but I don't think he has a secret lover. Okay, so but that is interesting. Speculation there. Jada Kate says, "Still awake even though I should go to sleep since it's 3:46 AM." Jada Kate, where do you live? What part of the world are you in? My gosh, 3:46 AM. Oh, yeah. You must either be sleepy or, like, have a second wind. Like, when you get insomnia and you just, like, you can't fall asleep, so you start watching YouTube. Yeah, we've been there. We've been there, buddy. Okay, cool. So, all right. So, that was interesting. Okay. Next up, guys, I'm serious. There was just so much going on in, like, the Taylor verse. I know there's so much Taylor Swift. We'll move on, but I was like, we gotta hit all the Taylor verse topics. So Taylor left Kansas City briefly to go spend time with Beyonce in London, supporting her, which is amazing because, as we know, Beyonce supported Taylor. It just seems like they have such a beautiful, like, supportive, mature friendship, which I just love that. And so I wanted to pull up their birth charts. Now, this is from Astro Charts. This is what I really like to use for celebrity birth charts. We have Beyonce up on top, Taylor Swift on the bottom. And the thing about this particular, like, I know that um Beyonce's a Libra rising, but this particular website didn't have like her birth time. So I just left it as it is just to kind of see, just like in general, like, what are the vibes here? What are their connections? Because this seems like a newer friendship, at least publicly. I just think it's fun to see how people are friends. Okay. So, some fun things that I've noticed here, and tell me what you guys notice. So, Beyonce has a Scorpio moon, and Taylor has a Scorpio rising. Now, I love that because I feel like when someone has the moon sign of another person's rising sign, they really, on a heart level, appreciate who the other person is. So there's that admiration. Now, we do know that way back in the day, I believe this was, what was this, 2019, when Kanye did the whole thing and, embarrassed Taylor, and it was a really major pop culture moment. I'm sure something that really stuck with Taylor. Um, the beginning of their feud, and that was all after Beyonce was nominated for an award and Taylor won the award, right? And then Kanye, the whole "I'm gonna let you finish" thing. So I think that after that moment, they must have had some sort of discussion, an ongoing mutual admiration. And I just think it's such a beautiful full circle moment that now, in this moment in their lives, so many years later, that they have solidarity and friendship showing that it's so great. I just love how it closes out an ugly chapter. Let's see. Oh, man. Scorpio moon sister. That's right. Oh my god, Penny, she is another Scorpio moon sister. Ooh, okay. So, let's look at some other things. She's intense like us, Penny. So, okay, so if Beyonce's Scorpio moon shows that she has a lot of depth and transformative energies. So Scorpio moon people, like we've talked about, they do have a lot of deep emotions. Sometimes they don't really show as readily as other Scorpio placements. So the Scorpio moon is kind of like that hidden intensity, right? And with Beyonce's Virgo sun, she comes off a lot more lighthearted than she actually is. So if you really got to know Beyonce, you would be like, wow, she's very intense. She's very serious about certain things like loyalty and her business, her career. She's an empowered person. Scorpio is all about power and really having self-control, you know? So she's very like self-controlled and definitely goes after what she wants. So I think that she really respects Taylor's Scorpio ascendant because the ascendant is the way that we look at life, right? It's the way we show up in the world. So and then likewise, going the other direction, Taylor as a Scorpio ascendant with her viewpoint, once she got to know Beyonce better, she realized, wow, we actually are on the same page about a lot of things with that Scorpio moon. So I just love it. I think that is such a cool alliance of two powerful women. I wanted to shout that out. And then I also want to pull a couple cards about their friendship. So let's see. Oh, wow, Liz. Beyonce ditched the Kimye wedding and instead went to Taylor's birthday party in 2014. LOL. Okay. So this has been a lot of support over the years. I love that. Penny says, unless you make her mad, and then watch out. Sting. That's right, Penny. All right. So let's pull a couple cards on this friendship just to describe the connection between Beyonce and Taylor. I feel like just like with Taylor and Travis, people will say it's PR, but I think there's such a real connection there. So I just want to see what the tarot tea is on that. Okay. Beyonce and Taylor. Oh, love you too, sweetheart. My husband just popped in here. So sweet. Okay. Oh my God, guys. 6 of Cups. That just like fell out on my lap. Okay. So this, in the context of friendship, these are two true friends. This is also a card that represents a soulmate past life connection. So there's a possibility that there's either a very deep resonance between the two, like a recognition, a true alliance where they have each other's backs. But then, in addition to that, this could even be a past life friendship. They could even be continuing in this lifetime something that they've started long ago, which I think is just really cool. I love the 6 of Cups because it's just such a positive card when you're talking about a connection. So I do think that Taylor and Beyonce have a very genuine, strong connection where they see each other, they get each other, and they do support each other. It's not just for show. So I really love that. How cute. Hey, Lawyer Mo, Penny says, who's winning? Yeah, Lawyer Mo, give us a score. Okay. And then I just think that's sweet. Actually, we can leave it there. That's beautiful. It is what it is. The two of them, 6 of Cups energy. Jada Kate's in Belgium. Ooh, cool. I've never been to Belgium and I would love to go. Oh my gosh. That's so cool, Jada Kate. Okay, the Voices of Davis says, can you also do an update on Zendaya and Tom Holland? I noticed that she's been pretty MIA lately. Oh my gosh, yes, we can. Interesting. Let's see what's going on with the two of them. What's going on with their relationship? Let's do a past, present, future for the two of them. In the past, for Tom Holland and Zendaya, I know she's an Aquarius rising and a Virgo sun. So her partnership sector has been fine. She's had changes. Trying to think like the astrology of it. She's had some changes in her work and in her home life. So I will say this because Zendaya is a oh, what the heck? Okay, well, the cards are getting strong. They're flipping. But what I was gonna say is she has had a lot of energy going on in her 10th house of career. So when that happens and you're really focused, like all Aquarius risings have been, I've been in that cycle too. You sometimes will not be around as much because you're kind of like doing stuff behind the scenes. So that could be why we haven't seen her very much, just astrologically speaking. She's, like, changing some things in her career. Just, like, working on stuff, projects that are important to her, especially because Pluto's entering Aquarius in 2024. So, I think we're anyway, that's another topic, but, yeah, I think she's working on stuff, basically. But let's see about her relationship. Okay, in the past, we have the Hermit card in the reverse. I will take reversals for this one. That's so funny. So, the Hermit card is the card associated with Virgo, and she's a Virgo sun. And in reverse is basically not being a not being a hermit. Virgos can be a little bit of a hermit. They can kind of just spend time to themselves. Virgo is definitely associated with like this self-sufficient woman. That's like one of the archetypes. So this is a person that, can be perfectly happy in their own company, doing their own thing. But in reverse, this is like kind of coming out of character and doing things more in the public eye, being really super social. So in the past, she was kind of going against her nature because she had goals and things that she was doing. So I think we saw her a lot and she didn't get as much of her alone time as she probably needs as that Virgo sun. Oh, wait, Sage Moon coming in clutch. She's a Virgo sun, Aqua rising, Taurus moon. Thank you, Sage Moon. Oh, Lawyer Moog must not be looking at the computer. He must be staring at at the TV. Hopefully it'll come through, Penny, with that score. Hi, Ice Cube. How's it going? Happy Friday. Nigel, I wonder what a Beyonce and Taylor Swift song would sound like. I bet it would be fire. Oh, Nigel, oh my gosh. Let's manifest that. Wouldn't that be amazing? What if that's what they're working? Oh my God, what if that's what they're doing? Nigel, maybe your intuition is just tapping into it. Okay, so in the past, she was definitely just out and about more. What about in the present moment? Oh, she's got a lot of energy going on right now. Okay. Page of Cups, an emotional new beginning. That's not great because dropped all these cards too. She's got a lot of energy going on in her life. If we haven't seen her as much, that's why. But she's also experiencing an emotional new beginning. Now, is this within her relationship or not? Let's get a clarifier here. We're talking about Zendaya. Ace of Swords, victory. Whoa. Okay, so I'm not getting a lot of relationship necessarily. It could have to do with her relationship. We need some clarifiers here, but I am getting a story about her and like where she's been in her life. Um, she's been realizing some things, as Kylie Jenner would say. So she's realized that, which makes sense for her astrologically, that she's kind of in this phase of like just changing her perception of self. She's been in a phase where she's realized that she's been like in the public and more social than she really is comfortable with. She needs more downtime. She needs to rest and recover more. So this is giving her an emotional new beginning, Page of Cups. She is deciding to nurture her emotions more. She's deciding to listen more to like what she wants, what she doesn't want, to not allow like the pressures. I'm getting goosebumps. Yeah, confirmation. The pressures of her life to like force her to act in a way that she doesn't really feel comfortable with. She's trying to become more authentic to herself and what she wants. We have this Ace of Swords card to clarify that. So she's had some sort of breakthrough mentally. She's been making some major decisions about her life, making big changes. My gosh, what does this mean? Okay, hold on. We got Happy Friday, Ice Cube. Lawyer Mode, KU up 38-30. 23 seconds left in the first half. Jason Sudeikis is at the game. Oh, cool. Penny, cool. Penny says cool. Yeah. We both say cool. That is cool. Okay. What about her love life? What about her relationship? get clarity on this relationship. She seems like she's been doing a lot of self-care, which is awesome. What about her relationship? Dia's relationship. The star card. Healing after difficulty. I think, okay. Tarot T Truth, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. She was doing some soul searching, and I think that their relationship went through some transformations, which that happens in a relationship, right? There was communication happening. There were new boundaries being set. And ultimately, the star card is healing after difficulty. So I do think that they've come through it on the other side, but I think that's why they've been kind of quiet. I think that there were some ups and downs kind of going on behind the scenes, but it looks like they're doing well. Okay, Ice Cube says, I read an article about Taylor. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. Hold on. I read an article about Taylor and Olivia Rodrigo. Allegedly, they have beef over song credits. They used to speak highly about each other, but now obviously ignoring each other. Can you read about this? How do they feel about each other now? That is such a good question. And yes, Ice Cube, we sure can. Now, I'm going to say this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only, in case Tree ever sees this. Kidding. Not really. So, okay. Doing a little reshuffle here. We've had a lot of energy coming through. I just want the cards to be totally shuffled here. Trying to get them all upright as well. Just because sometimes reading too many reversals, I feel like the energy can get jumbled. So, okay. These should all be upright. I'll just shuffle a little more here. And yeah, LOL. Okay. This is so interesting because, yes, so Taylor and Olivia Rodrigo, back in the beginning of Olivia's career, she was a huge, huge fan of Taylor Swift, even having like photos of herself when she was a little kid, with like a little drawing of Taylor Swift. Like, it's very sweet. And there was a period of time where they were together a lot. And then something happened, and Taylor's team saw that there was similarity between Olivia's really popular songs, I think it was Driver's License, and Taylor's Cruel Summer. And because of that, Taylor Swift got credit on Olivia's song and also received a percentage of, I believe, the royalties. So after that, Olivia hasn't said anything about Taylor. Taylor hasn't said anything about Olivia. And people have wondered, what is going on? What are the feelings? So let's see. Babalu says, and she took Sabrina on the tour, and Olivia and Sabrina are not good. Yeah, Babalu. Yeah. Thank you for adding that, Babalu. That is an important piece of the puzzle. And hey, not everybody's going to get along, but we will see what kind of caused this falling out. But let's start with how they feel about each other. How does Olivia Rodrigo feel about Taylor Swift at this moment in time? Okay, that just kind of stuck, so we're going to take it. The Three of Cups, and I told you I tried to put them all in the upright. Well, this must have been in reverse for a reason then. Three of Cups in reverse. Wow. So this is collaboration gone wrong, essentially. Wow, that's just like literal. Because in the upright, the Three of Cups is three people working together and like emotional fulfillment. This is like having fun with the people you work with, being productive. Things are like positive. It's like everybody's happy and celebrating, and you feel like it's fun. It's a celebration. In the reverse, this is like a celebration gone wrong. This is thinking that working with someone was going to be emotionally fulfilling and like a group of people, and instead it being the opposite. It being, wow, I'm getting goosebumps. It being kind of like scarring, Okay, Ice Cube says it's Deja Vu and Cruel Summer. Okay, thank you. So not Driver's License, Deja Vu. Thank you, Ice Cube. Okay. Do you guys think they sound enough alike? I couldn't really hear it, but I feel like there's a fine line, right? I don't know. I went down a rabbit hole one day reading about it. Um, but I'm not a musician, so it's hard for me to know like which chords or what. Okay, Nigel, our resident musical genius. Nigel, do you think that Deja Vu and Cruel Summer sounded enough alike for Taylor to have credit on Olivia's song? Just want to know from some professionals here. All right. So, how does Taylor feel about Olivia? So, Olivia very clearly feels that this was an emotional thing. Emotionally, she was excited about the collaboration and she feels like it went wrong. It was the opposite of what she expected it to be, with it being in the reverse. Okay, that's stuck. Nine of Cups, interesting. In this context, this isn't necessarily bad. Nine of Cups is Taylor views Olivia as someone who takes care of herself, which is positive, right? So there's almost like a little bit of admiration here. It's like she doesn't see her in a negative light necessarily. We'll get a clarifier here. But Taylor sees Olivia as somebody who eats her cheesecake, who has all these cups, who is very successful, who she sees her as someone who's very fulfilled. I mean, look at all those cups, right? Like, wow. And we do see that Olivia is very successful. She's won all those Grammys. I mean, some people have even said that she's like Taylor Swift's like successor. So she sees her in a very positive light. Let's get a clarifier about her feelings towards her. So that's the first thing we got. So that really matters that that's the first thing that came out. It's almost admiration there. Okay, let's get more information about how she views her. How Taylor views Olivia Rodrigo. Mm, okay, Four of Pentacles. So when it comes to her money, she thinks that Olivia, okay, here we go. Wow, this is pretty layered, but this does make sense with what we know at least. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, Taylor views Olivia Rodrigo as this Nine of Cups, first and foremost. She sees her as someone who takes care of herself and who is enjoying life and who has a lot, like a lot to be grateful for. But then she also sees her as the Four of Pentacles, meaning she sees her as somebody who's never satisfied. So here's what it looks like. I think that Taylor, with this whole situation, she almost feels like, listen, like that was like we got the credit that we deserved on that song. And you have a lot to be grateful for. You have everything going for you. Like, why aren't you just happy? Like, why are you letting these four pentacles make you upset when you have all of this? Wow. Okay. I mean, she makes a good point via the tarot tea. So let's see what Olivia thinks about that. So it went wrong. Okay. Wow. What else does Olivia feel towards Taylor Swift? That's really interesting. Knight of Pentacles. She sees her as someone who is, this is my slow and steady wins the race card. This is stable. Again, this is not an inherently negative card. So this is really weird. You know how they say, there's that saying that it's like the opposite of love isn't hate, it's like indifference. So I'm not getting like, truly at the heart of this, I'm not getting like hate. Like I'm not getting like that they just like can't stand each other. What I'm getting though is that there's a lot of admiration that kind of like went wrong because overall, when they think of each other, they're like, wow, this is someone that is amazing. Like that's how they think of the other person. But then there's like extra layers that come through where they're like, but wow, this really went wrong, or this really didn't work out, or like, I wish that she could just be happy for like what she has. Like, why is she making a problem out of something that's just industry standard? Like, why isn't she just like, it's almost like Taylor kind of thinks she's being like immature. And then she's like, why did she do this to me? Like, it's feeling kind of victimized because she sees Taylor as the Knight of Pentacles as someone who's always focused on their coin, on their money. Even if this is slow and steady wins the race, even if she does it little by little, it's like feeling like she's always going to win no matter what. And she does things in a slow and calculated manner. Yikes. I think this was a real difference of opinion, and I think that there is a lot of miscommunication here. It's almost like there's just something kind of missing. I'd be interested to look at their birth charts. Like maybe their Mercuries are like really off because it's almost like They just don't see eye to eye. Like, they just really don't. And they're more mad about the situation. It's not like they hate each other. They're more mad about the situation, which has caused this like rift where they feel like they can't deal with each other. It's pretty intense though. Okay, let's see. Liz says, I think beef is a strong word for the situation is. Seems more nuanced. Olivia is very new and naively said the cruel summer inspired her song, so she had to credit her. Okay. Well, Liz, that kind of reflects what these cards were saying. So I could see that. Ice Cube, the shouting parts do sound alike, but that article said a lot of songs have a similar shouting. Okay, totally. So when I did like the deep dive look into this too, you guys, I was like, I read two or like more than two. I read a bunch of different articles. And some of the like I was 1 minute I was convinced that like Taylor should have credit. The next minute I was convinced that she shouldn't because some articles were saying exactly that, it's like there are really no new chords out there. Like every song, so many songs sample other songs, and like they don't necessarily give credit. And then somebody, another article would say, well, it's obvious that she was inspired by her and that, yeah. So basically what you guys are saying. It's a tough conversation. And I think that's also why these cards, when we see like how they view each other, it's very layered. It is very complex. It's like they like each other on one level, but they just really don't appreciate what happened. And they can't see eye to eye. Sage Moon says, "Oop." Um. Oh wow, Liz. Wait, Sage Moon, is this why you said "oop"? Because Liz said, "I would also imagine it can be hard to see Olivia given her masters from the get go, but Taylor had to fight for hers, not Olivia's fault, of course." Ooh, wow. I hope that's not true. But Liz, that is a good point. Liz, it isn't love, it isn't hate, it's just indifference. Legit a Taylor lyric, LOL. Oh, Sejun T, I concur. Penny, wow. Why didn't Taylor just say, no, I don't want any credit? Let's ask the tarot T. Because Penny, that's a good point. See how, okay, even in this conversation, you guys, like every time we like look at a new angle, like Penny, you just saying, why didn't Taylor just not take credit? I'm like, yeah, okay, I actually could get on board with that. But then when it's like, is there even a right answer? Nigel says, today's album recommendation is Cerebrum by Absolutely. It honestly feels like a psychedelic trip. Enjoy, you guys. Okay, hold on. I'm going to screenshot that, Nigel. Because wait, hold on. I wrote it down last time and then I forgot it where I put it. There we go. Okay, I've screenshotted it. Now I can check it out. Nigel, I don't know if you heard me ask, do you think that those two songs sounded enough alike for Taylor to be given credit on Olivia's song? Ice Cube, too bad this happened. Both are beautiful, talented people. I agree with that. I agree with that. Ice Cube, do you have Libra in your chart? I do agree with that. That's a beautiful thing to say. Okay, Penny, why didn't Taylor just say, no, I don't want credit? Oh, what? Guys, that just flipped right over. Okay. Like a whole stack fell on the ground. So I'm just going to take this one. That was a little wild. Page of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay. This is about someone oh, this is weird. We need to get confirmation or yeah, this is weird. We need clarification. Page of Pentacles, this is I think how she sees Olivia Rodrigo because Taylor would never be the Page of Pentacles. Taylor's like the Queen of Pentacles. Olivia was just starting out. So this is calling out the fact that she saw Olivia as very green. Let's get clarification. What the heck? Okay. So Taylor saw Olivia as very green. What else? Wow. Why would she not want to just let her have all the credit for her song then, for her own song, if she saw her as green and young? Okay. I don't like this death card in reverse. This is a new beginning. I think that Taylor in the past has been burned a lot. And we know that, right, from her songs and stuff. But in this case, she sensed something. Well, hold on. Before I talk, let me get one more clarifier. Because a very interesting story is coming through with these cards. One more clarifier. Okay. Well, that one flew, so we're going to take it. What is this? Ooh, a burden. Okay. So, yeah, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. We have to say that again. Taylor sees Olivia as this brand new person on the scene. Like we've mentioned, very naive, very green, just brand new. Page of Pentacles, starting off on a new journey of making money and being famous and all of that. Okay. Now, Taylor, to clarify that, the reason to answer Penny's question, the reason that she didn't just say, no, I don't want any credit on Olivia's song, is because of this death card in reverse. In the past, she has seen a lot of things end for her in her own career, Taylor, because other people have not treated her the way that she has treated others, number one, and also the way that she knows is like the right thing to do. So she was like, I'm going to have a new beginning. If I feel like I deserve credit on something, death card in reverse, I am going to be different than I've been in the past. And I'm actually going to ask for what is owed to me. I think that Taylor can be very, very generous. And I think that there was something about this situation. And I think it's interesting that we had this Page of Pentacles come up first because sometimes pages can rub people the wrong way, right? So, like a Page of Swords can say the wrong thing or can hurt people's feelings by being too pushy because it's just this brand new energy of like having a lot of lessons to learn in life, right? People make mistakes. But when you get a page, it's like, I think something was said. I think that Olivia said or did something that made Taylor feel like, I need to be sure that I don't let this slide. It was maybe Olivia was being a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, she was so young, right? But when you're young, sometimes you can be a little greedy or like you don't really know your place. And so I just feel like that's kind of what it was. It was like she was maybe being a little bit greedy and maybe trying to take more than she was willing to give. And Taylor was like, I'm not gonna do that again. Even if I like her, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna ask for what is given. And then we have this burden card that it's actually been a burden, that if she would have just let it go, she feels like maybe it wouldn't have been such a damper, like emotionally, because wands is like your passion and like, your joy and like joie de vivre. So I think that this has not been a fun situation for Taylor. But for the sake of not repeating past mistakes, death card in reverse, this is why she did it. So, I mean, that makes sense. Wow. I think it was intense. This was intense, and I think there was a lot of thought that went into it, and I think that the decisions that were made for a reason, even though it's been kind of rough. Maybe they have a soul connection. Maybe they are here to, like, teach each other something, Sometimes those lessons don't look good, but deep down, we learned something new that we needed to learn from each other. Okay, wait, Ice Cube, yes, I'm a Libra rising, wow. Yeah. I love it. Oh my gosh, Ice Cube, that's awesome. My brother's a Libra rising and my husband's a Libra sun. So I love Libras. You guys always have the best advice, like after a situation is explored and discussed from all angles. I feel like you guys always have a really good way of kind of just kind of bringing things back together and like helping people to move forward. So love that about you, Ice Cube. Thank you for sharing your Libra balance. Sage Moon, almost like Olivia had to pay her dues. I hate to say that, Sage Moon, but yes, exactly. I think that's exactly right. And I don't know, even when I was thinking about it, like, not like Taylor wanted her to like suffer, but almost like this is so weird. Like, because I can't tell if this is like the right thing to do or like not cool. I think it depends on why Taylor did it, right? But there was something that Olivia said or did that Taylor was like, so yeah, it was almost like maybe let's get one more clarifier. What did Olivia, did Olivia say something that was like greedy or like why did Taylor, what triggered her, I guess, to do this? Like what was it about the Page of Pentacles energy? that Taylor was like, I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I'm going to, ask for what is due. If I feel something, I'm going to listen to my intuition, like that kind of thing. What was it that Olivia did or said? Ooh, okay. Two of Cups in reverse. I'm telling you guys, I've been like straightening all these cards out. So it's really weird that we have this reverse Two of Cups. It was something that was anti-partner energy. There was something that Olivia said, allegedly for entertainment purposes, that made Taylor think like she's not really a team player. So I'm not going to step aside and allow her to take like full rights and ownership over something that I believe. So I think Taylor really did believe that it was inspired by her song. Okay. And so she was like, and based on what Olivia was saying, she was like, Olivia thinks about herself and isn't a team player. I think that Olivia's got a lot of Capricorn in her chart. I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm just going to pull up Olivia Rodrigo's birth chart. Something like, and in the past, Taylor has had a lot of people backstab her, right? There was like Scooter Braun, like there have been people professionally, Scott Borchetta, that have not been a good partner where Taylor's had to like defend herself, fight for herself, right? So I think that she just could see this going in that direction again. And she's very tuned in to how people act. Like, is somebody going to have Libra energy and like be supportive, or are they going to try to get as much as they can from me? Okay, so Olivia Rodrigo is okay, good. This is excellent birth time accuracy. Okay, so this is like a very accurate chart for her. So Olivia Rodrigo has her sun in Pisces at 1 degree, which is the Aries degree. That's interesting. Her moon in Libra, Libra moon energy. Okay, got some Libra vibes. Mercury in Aquarius. So her Mercury is conjunct Taylor's Venus. Oh my God. Okay. So that means that Olivia, her Mercury likes and like thinks about and communicates in a way that Taylor's Venus responds to. And also, Mercury is like the way that we communicate. Wow. So it's almost like she communicates what Taylor loves. Guys, this is getting a little layered here. Her Venus is in Capricorn, though. Okay. So the Mercury in Aquarius that Olivia has with Taylor's Venus in Aquarius would make a very positive like impression. Like they would have a really good rapport. They'd be able to talk and like have fun and have great combos. But then her Venus in Capricorn, what Olivia loves is like power and money. Whereas what Taylor loves is this freedom. So I think this is why Taylor's had to rein herself in over the years. Her Mars is in Sagittarius. That can be a little bit haphazard. Her Mars is in a fire sign. Her Venus is in an earth sign. Yeah. So with Olivia Rodrigo, like when she really wants something, Capricorn, like she's going to go after it. She wants to be very powerful. Nothing wrong with that, but that's just her vibe. And Mars, fiery. I mean, she has a fiery Mars energy. Also worth noting that her Chiron is in Capricorn. Oh, wait. Capricorn rising, midheaven in Libra. Whoa. Okay, guys. Sorry. I kind of went on a deep dive there. I'll come out of this rabbit hole, but I just think this is worth noting. Olivia Rodrigo has a Capricorn rising. Taylor has Scorpio rising. I mean, they would have to be extremely mature because both are extremely powerful. I will say that I think Scorpio energy can be a little bit more like has a little bit more tact when getting power. It's kind of like I don't know, it's like velvet, like what is it? What do they call it? Like iron fist and a velvet glove. Like that's like Scorpio. Whereas Capricorn is just like gloves are off. Like that's mine. I'm gonna take it. So I think that there was some sort of conversation to clarify where Taylor got a real sense of Olivia Rodrigo's Capricorn ascendant. And she was like, she's going to be successful. I'm not worried about that. She's always going to do what she wants and put herself first. And because of that, I'm going to get credit where I believe credit is due because of that Mercury Aquarius, Venus Aquarius. She was inspired by what I created. She loved the beauty of what I created, Mercury Venus conjunction. And so I believe yeah. Okay. I think Taylor really Sorry, just to translate the astrology of it all. I believe that Taylor truly did see that Olivia Rodrigo was inspired by her writing because of their Mercury Venus conjunction. And I think that Olivia's Capricorn rising, I think she had an opportunity to say, "Oh, I'll share credit with you," or like, "Thank you," or some sort of anything to allude to that. And she didn't. And she may have even said the opposite. And Taylor was like, okay, well then I'm not gonna let that slide. So that was that. Woo, that was a lot. Okay. Penny says, interesting, great explanation, Britt. Thank you, Penny, my fellow Scorpio moon sister. Thank you for being willing to dive into the depths with me. Sometimes, sometimes I go very deep. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Okay. Thank you guys for validating that. I'm glad that it like made sense. Cause sometimes I'm like, am I just like going too deep here? And like, am I losing people? Cause it can be, I mean, it's a real deep dive, right? When you're looking at all their connections of planets. Okay. Sage moon. Yes. I think Olivia's Pisces sun, Cap rising, Gemini moon. Okay. Very close. Sage moon. She has um, a Gemini North node. So yeah, but that's the energy, Sage Moon, 100%. That's her energy. It's a combination of Pisces, Capricorn, so like Pisces creativity and like a little bit of a psychic energy, but her Pisces sun is at 1 degree, which is an Aries degree. So that means that she has Pisces energy, but with a little bit more of an Aries fire than most other Pisces. Like our degrees like affect the expression, so she expresses her creativity and her Pisces, like, emotionality with an Aries energy, which can be a little bit hard for some people to digest. She can be a little bit pushy, probably at times. Just saying. Ice Cube, it could be she was so young, only 17 at that time, probably said something not to Taylor's liking. Ice Cube, 1000% with that Libra rising, bringing it all together for us. Thank you, Ice Cube. Or it could be Olivia's producer or team said something. Penny D, tough business. Yeah. I think that with the placements, I think it was Olivia. And I don't think that it was intentional. It's one of those things, just kind of is what it is, right? I don't think either of them had bad intention. And I think that both of them learned something from each other. So let's see. What did they learn from the situation? Let's leave it on a positive note. I'm inspired by Ice Cube and your Libra rising energy. So, what was the positive thing that Taylor, let's start with Taylor. What was the positive thing that Taylor learned and took away from this, what seems like a soul contract energy with Olivia Rodrigo, this kind of karmic connection, karmic situation? What did Taylor learn on the positive side from all that? What? Guys, stop it. Three of Swords, the heartbreak card. Okay. So Taylor learned when the tarot is talking, guys, Taylor learned that sometimes people are going to break your heart regardless of what you try to do. And it was kind of just like further confirmation of, I think, like a mature energy and like a mature approach that Taylor's like had to cultivate over time in the industry. I think that this isn't the first person that's put her in Three of Swords energy. I think truly she didn't like, I think she felt bad about how it went down. I think she really wished that things would have been different, especially because Olivia was a fan. I think it broke Taylor's heart on some level, but I think that it just kind of helped her to realize that sometimes, even when things break your heart, yet again, it's important to have your boundaries and push through. I think that's a really big theme in Taylor's life, especially with that Scorpio rising. She's here to transform herself, transform the way she views life. She's here to cultivate emotional strength. So, yeah, I think she just learned one more time that sometimes we have to let our heartbreaks go and we have to be willing to stand up for what we believe is right. Wow, that's intense. Definitely a soul connection there. Um, Ice Cube, thank you. I never knew Libra rising was like that. Oh my gosh, 100%. 100%. You're welcome. Yeah, Libra rising, it's like you guys are very like level-headed. It's like you'll feel all the things, you'll take everything in, you'll observe it all, but then at the end of the day, you guys are really good at just like bring it all together, and like you can also be great mediators. You can help two people see eye to eye. Like Ice Cube, if you were there with Taylor and Olivia, you would probably help them get on the same page. I'm sure of it. Okay, what did Olivia learn from the situation with Taylor? Two of Pentacles in reverse, guys. You can't make this stuff up. So for Taylor, it was, and this is kind of what it seemed like. For Taylor, it was an emotional learning experience where she learned that sometimes you're gonna get hurt, sometimes you gotta let things go, and it doesn't matter. You still have to stand up for yourself even when you don't want to. And Two of Pentacles in reverse, this is about balancing your finances. Olivia learned about money in the business and about balancing. This is more of like a political type of vibe about how like making money, but being balanced about it, and like learning, almost like learning like it's like contract stuff. Like, because this is just like balancing things. It's like at first she didn't know how things worked, right? So this situation with Taylor taught her about how things work and how to balance her ego with her goals, with her money, with her contacts, with the way that she expresses herself, with how she works with other people, with how she gives credit. It's like all these things that I feel like it's like something like on paper that you could learn from like a business class or something. So this really got her tapped into her Capricorn energy, which she has all throughout her chart. But also that she also has Chiron in Capricorn. So Olivia Rodrigo's lesson, she's here to learn about her finances and about money. This totally was a soul connection. It's got to be. Yeah, because Taylor's Chiron is in Cancer, which is about emotions. So they both actually activated each other's Chiron wound. I would love to see their birth charts overlaid. I feel like they might have like a Chiron South node, something like that, because they definitely both like kind of hit each other where it hurts to help each other grow. So hopefully, hopefully they did help each other. Wow, guys. Sometimes our greatest teachers are the people that hurt our feelings the most and help us to like realize something about ourselves that we didn't know before. I think that's what they've done for each other. Babaloo says, Britt, can you look at Kelly Clarkson's future love life? Will she find her person? I love that. Let's see. What a good question. Thank you, Babaloo, for that request. Kelly Clarkson, and Kelly Clarkson, she's really been through it, right? With her relationships, with her love life. Her divorce was really hurtful. And I believe like isn't she paying like a ton of like spousal support or child support? Like, okay, so let's do past, present, future on Kelly Clarkson and her love life. Let's see what's going on with her. All right, Kelly Clarkson in the past. What went on in the past? Kelly Clarkson's love life. Guys, the tarot tea, as Sage Moon says, the tarot tea is talking. Four of Swords. Wow, in the past, she's been in a period of healing. This tarot tea is just blowing my mind. She's been having to heal from a really tough situation. So, obviously, like what she went through with her divorce was just terrible, so tough. And she's needed this prolonged period of healing and rest. And she's been doing that, which is really good. I'm happy that that card came out because this shows that she was dealing with her hurt and truly, I'm getting goosebumps right now. So, confirmation and truly getting through it, moving through it. She's facing what she needs to face and she's feeling a lot better now. So, I love that. Ice Cube says, Taylor Scorpio rising. Is that the reason making her tough? I saw a TikTok that she said, you don't need to forgive and forget. I was like, what? I was like, whoa. Ice Cube, 1000%. Your Libra rising was probably like, what the heck? That Scorpio rising. Oh my God. And we could go into that too. Yeah. So Libra and Scorpio are next to each other, on the wheel. So what's interesting is that whoever you're next to on the zodiac wheel, you'll share certain characteristics, but then there are other characteristics that you just will not understand about each other at all. It's a very interesting dynamic. So for you, yeah, Scorpio rising to a Libra rising is just like there are certain things that you're probably just like, what the heck is she even talking about? Like I don't even live that life. Like I don't even know what that must be like. But yes, that's what makes her tough. Part of what makes her tough. Penny, it's crazy. It's a crazy amount, and it's so upsetting. Kelly Clarkson, yeah. I heard something, you guys, I heard something like it was like 200,000 a month. And I don't know if that figure, it was on a podcast. So I don't know if they had that figure right, but I agreed, a crazy amount, like Penny said. Um, oh my gosh, the Voices of Davis says it was just announced that her ex has to pay her back $2 million. My God. Whoa. Okay. Maybe that's also helping with her healing. Her dad wasn't in her life. Oh, yeah. Remember that really sad song that, where she says, "Because of you, I never something, stay too close to the sidewalk because of you." You know what I'm talking about. That song from Kelly Clarkson was just so heartbreaking. That makes sense. Her dad wasn't in her life. Yeah. She's been going through it, but I think that she's been healing a lot of those wounds. So that's beautiful. Okay, what about in the present then for Kelly Clarkson? I'm rooting for her. Oh my gosh. Her love life in the present moment. Okay, we got 2 cards, we're gonna take them both. They just kinda flipped out together. Um, oh my god. Okay, so first we have the Hanged Man. I don't think she's, like, actively dating right now, which is fine because sometimes hey, however long you need to take. And healing, sometimes it's not in a straight line, like, it's cyclical, like, you'll heal a little bit, then then you do a little more healing. So, I think that she's been in this cycle, which is really good for her. She's been through a lot in her life. So, she's in the hanged man energy. I don't think that she's, like, trying to get into a relationship. I think she's just kind of, like, wait and see. She's just, she's not really actively thinking about it because we have this Emperor in reverse card, and this is about, like, in this context, this is about your personal power. I think she's focused more on her personal power, and I think that I'm getting goosebumps on my face right now. Okay, so I think that this is tapping into some real tarot tea truth. She feels like her power and staying in her own power is so important right now that she is not really ready to get out there and date someone because she's afraid that it might result in her giving away her power again. Like, so and that makes so much sense because she's been healing. So she's just on pause and she doesn't want to ever lose her power again in a situation. So I mean I get that. And I think, when she meets the right person, she'll just know. So let's see, is someone coming in for her? I mean, good for her that she's taking care of herself, especially if she's been through all of that. Liz says this is probably why Taylor and Katie didn't initially understand each other. Katie's a Scorpio. Oh my gosh. Okay. Guys, something so interesting. Liz, thank you for pointing that out. That is wow. That definitely adds an interesting layer. Um so sometimes when one person has a Scorpio or or anything, right? Someone can have a sun sign and another person can have that rising sign. It can be interesting because initially you're right, Liz, they might not get each other because like they express it so differently. Also, something I've learned is that rising sign people will very readily express the energy of that zodiac sign. So for Katie and Taylor, okay, using them as an example, Taylor, wherever she goes, when you meet her, when you're around her, you can feel and sense her Scorpio rising energy. She couldn't hide it if she tried. The rising sign, it's just out there. It's right there in front of everyone's face. You meet someone, you get their energy. With Katy Perry, I don't know what her rising sign is, but if she has a different rising sign and her sun sign is Scorpio, then your sun sign is like what you kind of like grow into over time. And you really are supposed to like embody and work towards like the higher vibration of that sign. It's like part of your purpose in life. So, and it kind of more expresses like your experiences, like what happens to help shape you. Okay. So when you meet someone who has the same rising or sun sign as your whatever sign, there can be a misunderstanding depending on the sun sign person and how like advanced they are, basically, like how much they're really living in that sun sign energy. I hope this is making sense. But so like Katy Perry, for example, let's say if she has a Scorpio sun and she was living in like the lower vibration of Scorpio, maybe she was like kind of was taking revenge or being gossipy or being like closed off. Taylor as a Scorpio rising would immediately sense because she could recognize those things in herself. She immediately could recognize the sun sign energy and was like, oh, whoa, she is expressing lower vibration Scorpio energy. And then Katie, as she's gotten older, I'm sure she started to embody the higher vibration. That's kind of what we do. Same thing with me. Like as a Virgo, I was really picky as a kid. Now as an adult, I feel like I'm not really picky anymore, and I'm more about like the healing energy of Scorpio, Virgo. I hope that makes sense. It's very complicated, but it's very interesting. And I've actually seen this with like a lot of people I've known over the years. Yes. So they can be great friends, but they could also be very confused depending on the development of the sun sign person. I think it all depends on the sun sign person. Anyway, okay, wait. Katie's a triple Scorpio. Oh, wow. Liz, she's a triple Scorpio. Holy smokes. Well, then, okay, a triple Scorpio. Wow. Well, then she is just intensity, intensity, intensity. And maybe Taylor, with that Scorpio rising, recognized it and just got overwhelmed with it. Wow. I mean, that's a connection and a recognition, but triple Scorpio. I would definitely say that Katie still, in this case, had more of the power over the outcome, if you know what I mean. Just because a triple Scorpio is probably going to have the upper hand in most situations, unless they come up against a triple Capricorn. Just saying. Both are like associated with power. So that's very interesting. Maybe she made Taylor feel powerless at a time when, as a Scorpio rising, she was really trying to own her power. I don't know what happened between the two of them, but I could see that being a scenario with those zodiac placements. So interesting. Wow. A triple Scorpio. I don't think I've ever met one of those. Um, what a powerful person though. Very interesting. Okay. So wait, what was I was I reading on? I think we okay. I think we got it, didn't we? Now I'm just like talking. Oh, Kelly Clarkson. All right. One last thing about Kelly Clarkson's future. Give us a positive word to end this on. We love Kelly. Two of Pentacles. Okay. In the upright, Kelly is going to learn how to balance. She is going to learn this. In the future, she's going to be in a place where she realizes that she can balance her work life and her love life, her need to be independent and stand up for herself, and her desire to be in a relationship. This is also too associated with, a couple. So she's going to learn the balance and the give and take. I wonder if she has an Aries North node. Hold on. I'm going to pull that up real fast too, because that would make a lot of sense. Um, because those people are here to learn about that. But the balance between self and others. I have that North Node too, so I can relate. Let's see. Let's see if we can pull that up. Okay, here it is. Born in Texas. Okay, okay, not that, but similar. She has her North Node in Cancer. So Kelly is here to wow, she is Taurus Sun and Taurus Moon, Mercury in Taurus, Chiron in Taurus. She has a lot of Taurus energy. North Node in Cancer. Okay. So for Kelly, wow, this makes a lot of sense. So Taurus is associated with wealth and riches and abundance, but also it's associated with the second house, which is about wealth and abundance, but it's also about our self worth. So for Kelly, self worth is part of like her journey. She's learning about that. And she has a lot of placements there. We don't know her rising sign because we don't have her birth time, but we know that as she develops that self worth, expresses that self worth, with that sun and moon and Mercury in Taurus, she's going to learn about success. Taurus is all about luxury and success. She's been very successful and she's having a great career right now. But her North Node is Cancer, meaning she is really striving for and reaching for the feeling of being nurtured and nurturing, especially if she didn't have a dad in her life. I think that that really was hurtful, right? And the Chiron in Taurus, Chiron is our self worth. So I think that this lack of nurturing really hurt her self worth, right? And so with her North Node in Cancer, that means her South Node is in Capricorn, which is the work and the power and all that. So it's interesting that she is entering a phase after all this stuff that she's been through of Two of Pentacles, because I think this is about her North and South Node journey. She is going to learn, and I think this is amazing that she's doing it. She's living her North and South Node journey. She's going to be able to balance her need for Cancer energy nurturing with her need for power and security. And really that's personal power with her Capricorn South node. So yeah, it's not necessarily a journey between self and others, but what she's balancing is between nurturing and power, nurturing and stability. Wow. That's amazing. I love that she is showing everybody that it can be done though. And I think she's going to show everybody that it can be done. That was such an interesting reading. Thank you guys for that request. Babalu, I think that Kelly will find her person. She will. But it just is a matter of her, I think, really nurturing herself first. She's on her Cancer North Node journey. So she's learning about nurturing and being nurtured and being comfortable with that. So I wish we knew her rising sign also. Okay, Liz says this is old tea, but the drama was set up to be about tour dancers. But in my opinion, Taylor was hurt that Katie, oh, thank you for telling us this. Okay, that Katie dated John Mayer, who famously hurt a very young Taylor Swift, but they made up and seemed to be okay. Liz, that's old tea, but that's good tea. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, let's pull a card on that. And then started to, excuse me, I'm starting to yawn. Like, I'm like, "Oh, I gotta it's getting late, but I'm gonna have to go and get ready for bed here soon." Oh my gosh, it's been a long week. This was so fun. Okay, so let's end it on some throwback tarot tea because I love that. That's so interesting. Babalu, thank you. Rich seems genuinely sweet. You're so welcome. Thank you for the request, and I agree with you. She does seem so genuinely kind and sweet. She's gonna find her person. She's just I think she's getting the opportunity right now to heal, and I think that's really positive for her too. I think she's happy, um, in that part of her journey, right? Sometimes you can be happy alone, and then you can also be happy with someone. I feel like she's happy alone right now, and then through that journey, she's gonna attract somebody at the right time. Okay. The old tea. So Liz, that was so interesting. Was Taylor hurt that Katie dated John Mayer? Was that possibly a huge factor in their feud that everybody really knew about? It was interesting how, like, public that was. Okay. Was Taylor upset that Katie dated John Mayer? Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is like bringing gifts. I think that at one point Taylor felt like Katie was her friend, and let's get more to the story. So at one point, she really saw her as a Six of Pentacles, a generous friend. There was a very positive connection that Taylor felt with Katy Perry. The Sun card. Oh my gosh. Okay. And you know how you guys said that Katy Perry is a triple Scorpio, and then Taylor has that rising, Scorpio rising. Yeah. So this was like a real connection where she felt like Katie really gets me. She sees me like we're friends. Like this friendship is so positive. Like this really makes me happy to have this type of friend in my life. Like it was like really like a good vibe between them at first. Okay. So what happened? Was it with John Mayer or was it about John Mayer? Like, what happened there? What happened? What would have ended this, like, very positive friendship? That's so nice. What happened? The Magician. Okay, let's get a clarifier. The Magician is being able to manifest anything. This could be a person. I'm getting goosebumps. We're tapping into something weird. Something weird's coming through. Okay, wow. And then we got, okay, weird. We got We got these 2 cards that we okay. The Magician, the Emperor, and the Four of Swords. So, I think that since we're asking about John Mayer, I'm getting a very strong energy that this is a yes. There was a huge change. So, okay, the way that Katie and Taylor were let's just do this from Taylor's perspective. Taylor really saw her as the 6 of Pentacles and the Sun card, very positive, especially because of that sun sign connection that Taylor felt as Scorpio rising. She really felt like she met someone in the industry that understood her the way that she thinks, all of that. Um, the Emperor card is, which also, by the way, Scorpio is all about loyalty. So I think that there was that as well. 2 Scorpios definitely respect loyalty. So I think that there was a situation where the Emperor, John Mayer energy, came in and was like overpowered that friendship energy. That like she felt like there was this huge change. He's someone that she feels can manifest anything. This is weird. This is actually very weird. And it put her in a place where she needed to heal. So, okay. When John Mayer came around, I do think that this is a yes. And the way this played out, when John Mayer came around and started dating Katie, she was like, "Oh, great. The magician's at it again. He can really turn, he can turn a negative situation into like making himself look good." And she's thinking, well, Katie's not gonna believe him. She's my friend, sun card energy, Scorpio energy. Like she sees through things, she sees through BS, she's loyal. But that was not the case. And she felt like this emperor, which is in this case, very controlling. She felt like he came through and it just kind of like, let's get another clarifier. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, they could have even, at one point, they may have been talking about working together on something with the 7 of Pentacles. And he came through and Emperor, it's like he just kind of, that energy just kind of bulldozed anything positive that they were working on together. I do think that have they ever written a song together? If they did and it hasn't come out, I think that it never will. Maybe later in life because you said they've made up, but, I think that there was some sort of hope that Taylor had about them working together on something, and it didn't come through. Ugh, okay. Yeah, I just think that at one point she saw her one way and things changed. Let's get one more just, like, random clarifier because this is pretty intense. Liz, they haven't collaborated to public knowledge. Okay, thank you, Liz. 6 of Wands, Best Friend of the Year awards. I think that I think Taylor really hoped to be Katie's friend. She really wanted to be her friend. She really thought that they could be good friends, and that was not what happened at all. How did Katie view Taylor? How did Katie view Taylor? Okay, 2 cards. We're just gonna bring them out because they stuck together. Judgment and King of Wands. All right, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Katy Perry at the time, this is old tea. This is not now necessarily, but at the time, back in the day, when Katie decided to go ahead and date John Mayer and whatever, she actually saw Taylor as a king of wands, someone who's very passionate, very headstrong, but also in a position of power. And she saw her as a little bit like judgmental. So I think that Katie was like, she does what she wants. She's going to get what she wants in life. She's also kind of judgmental and sometimes on a soapbox about other people. So I'm just going to do what I want to do. And Katie, because she's a triple Scorpio, she was like, I'm just going to live my life. I have power. I can do my thing. Yeah. Okay. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. So kind of like the forsaking of a soulmate friendship. She was just like, I'm gonna move on. A little harsh, but sometimes a triple Scorpio will do what they want to do for themselves. Shani says, "Hi Shani, how's it going? I'm still learning, but what does it mean to be a triple Scorpio?" Okay, that's such a good question. So, Shani, your big three, your sun, your moon, your rising sign, that's like what people will call your big three. And so if you're a triple Scorpio, that means that your sun is in the sign of Scorpio, your moon is in the sign of Scorpio, and your rising sign is Scorpio. So that would mean that you have a lot of Scorpio energy. The way that you feel inside is Scorpio, your moon. The way that you act in the world and the way that you are like going about your life purpose and also what you're growing into, like hopefully growing into like the higher side of that energy over time, is Scorpio. The kind of lessons you learn are Scorpio related. And then your rising sign in Scorpio would also be that you have a very Scorpio approach to life, the way you view things, the way you talk. Like we were talking about earlier, how Taylor said something like, so, like, I don't always forgive and forget, or something like that. Very intense, very Scorpio. So hopefully that helped. Would that make sense? Let's see. Penny says, have to run. Good night, all. Have a great weekend. Good night, Penny. Have a good weekend too. Let us know if you go to that game. We want to hear about it next time. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, Penny, you're awesome. You had such good tea. That was so fun. All right, you guys. This was so much fun. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all of the amazing additional information. You guys always provide the best info, the best tea. Thank you for all of your contributions. This was so fun. Oh, you're welcome, Ice Cube. Thank you for being here. Old tea, new tea. It's all good tea. I love that. Amazing. Again, so Libra rising. Look at you. You summed it all up in a nutshell, Ice Cube. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Shani. I'm so happy that you guys are all here. Sage Moon, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Aw. Sage Moon, I hope you have a great weekend too. We also need to like check back in. I have so many things that we've talked about over the lives that I've been thinking about, like Sage Moon, when you were asking questions about your work situation, like we need to have another one of those like catch ups where we do like readings for you guys. So I'll plan and put one of those on the books in December so we can catch up on everybody and everybody's personal tea. Let's see. Liz, one day you need to do a deep dive on Zac Efron's exes. I have a bone to pick with one of them. Oh, Liz. Oh my gosh. Okay, Liz. Okay. So interesting. That's a great recommendation. Good night, Voices of Davis. Thank you for giving us all that extra info tonight and for all your good requests. This was super fun. Thank you, Babalu. Okay, you guys are amazing. Thank you for sharing your time with me. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care.